Hello and welcome to Dungeon Keeper 2, part 6 of my playthrough. I apologise if the audio may sound a little different. I am working with a new microphone which I just got. And though I modified it in the settings and it should be going fine, it could still be a little bit off. I'm not too much of a stickler for that though, so let's get on with the game then. Right, last time... whatever last time. We finished the Elven Siege battle after I failed it once, and the second time I played it faster and dealt with the attackers before I attacked the enemy keeper, so that I didn't have all the heroes vacate their fortress and attack both the enemy keeper and me. Oh, that's right. We were also in the middle of a map, and it was the first one, or at least one of the ones with 3 other keepers. Or was it 4 other keepers? I think it was 3. Yeah, there was like blue, green, yellow, and red. So there was 4 other keepers actually, and not including ourselves. And I think we're nearly done with that. I think we had just dealt with one of the other keepers and there was only one left. The AI was actually dealing with each other themselves, so we didn't have to deal with all of them personally. Yes, we had just dealt with this keeper here, and there had been another keeper down here which we defeated. Yeah, this was blue. And then here was...
You have claimed a bridge.
Green, maybe? And there was...
A salamander has become unhappy because it hasn't been paid.
Another one here. Yeah.
You have claimed a portal.
Which might have been yellow. And then there is also pink
or
red over
too
here.
Small.
And all my creatures are getting unhappy because of reasons.
You have claimed a bridge.
Also, my warlocks keep getting upset because they don't. Apparently, they don't have anything to do. But they can train, they can gamble.
You have claimed a lair.
Oh, and because we're getting more of the portals, we're getting more creatures from them. We can get up to 30 creatures. Skeletons, I don't think count towards the cap, so it's a nice way to bolster your forces if you have limited portals. Gold from dead creatures into my treasury. Though our dungeon now is rather spread out because of all this. Nah. Oh well.
A steel door has been created in your workshop.
Some more gold there.
It is the witching hour. Curses are half price.
And it just hit 12. New game. Get this gold.
Jackpot winner.
Oh. Well done. And we got the music playing. I was actually told in the comments on YouTube that having a jackpot winner actually means that apparently your creatures in the workshop will work faster. Let's have a look at that. Where's my workshop? It is over here. But there's no one in there. I'm trying to stay away from it because of that music. Let me just try and turn down the music a little because I'm constantly afraid. It's not as cool as it is that it would have issues with YouTube. So apparently they're supposed to have more efficiency when that happens. You can see all your creatures dancing.
As many creatures as they can.
Very dank in there. There's no lights on the walls. No? Well, I mean, they're not working in there at the
A
moment.
warlock has become unhappy because he hasn't been paid.
Okay, fine. Well, whatever. Apparently they're supposed to work like 35% faster when that happens. Maybe it's if they win jackpot, I don't know. So yeah. They all have different dances, I'm pretty sure. Or variations of. There we go. Okay, it's ended. You can hear the record scratch there. Turn the music back up. Okay. Yes, there's the other keeper over there, so we can actually just bridge over there. Let's expand this, even though we're not actually being over here, but gives my imps something to do. Oh yes, also we've got the part of the talisman. I will try and use that. We haven't used one yet. I keep forgetting about them. 25, 26, 27. What? Oh. Oh, that was the creatures in there. And more gold in there. I can't believe that your imps should be able to get the gold out of the prisons themselves, but I don't know whether they do or not. Right. We can attack overland through here, or I can build bridges.
A warlock has become angry because he hasn't been paid.
Is that because the kid's leaving? Fine, whatever. You can go. Goodbye.
A warlock has left your dungeon.
I don't have time for it. It's because I have this on rigged, so they're constantly losing money. Oh, my imps just teleport in to take the money and put it into my treasury. So, I've said before, I believe if you have it on rigged all the time, your creatures end up getting upset because they keep losing. He's mad he keeps losing in the casino. Exactly. Welcome, welcome. I mean, I gotta make money somehow. I can't win all the time.
It is payday.
I mean, possibly the message could be a bit clearer. If that's what it is, saying because he's angry because he hasn't been paid, and you think, oh well, he hasn't gone to collect his wages. But I think it's actually that he keeps losing why he's upset.
A bile demon has become unhappy because it has no food.
No, there isn't. There's a salamander who's upset. He's collecting his wages. Oh well. I don't have too much of a problem. I don't really.
Your guard room is too small.
Yeah, we need a new guard room. Build that there. Don't really need to do this. I'm just expanding the rooms as something to do because it's fun. There we go. Okay, and build a guard room. All the skeletons can guard it. Oh, there's some actually injured skeletons.
A dark elf has become unhappy because she hasn't been paid.
Okay. We'll switch it back then. They can start winning a bit more. There we go. Traps! Just reinforce that wall and I'm telling you to break it down. Work faster.
A sentry trap has been created in your workshop. The drink is flowing freely in the casino.
Okay. Well, let's do this.
Your portals have attracted as many creatures as they
Uh-oh.
can. A sentry trap has been created in your workshop.
With the banner, all my skeletons will rush to attack. I like interesting how the tiles for this purple faction is actually different coloured. Or the tile floor looks different to how mine
You
looks.
have taken over an enemy portal.
I think that's only specific to that colour. Or maybe some of the enemies. All my creatures are getting jammed up on the walls. Nope, well, there goes the mistress. I was just about to heal her.
A creature is starving in your prison.
Come on, follow the flag. Let's possess a creature. There we go. How about you?
You have taken over an enemy bridge.
Come on. Flag there. I'll just build more bridge so that they can get around a bit more easily.
You have taken over an enemy prison.
There's a boulder trap there. Move down here, actually. Don't, attack that door.
You have taken over an enemy hatchery.
You're just gonna sit around here for a bit, while I, go and deal with that boulder trap.
A creature has died in your prison and has risen as
I
a
don't want
skeleton.
that to just like roll through all
Some
of my
your
forces.
creatures are unable to get to the call to arms flag.
I do kind of wish that you could play as the different colours. Something which I always wish you could do in Populous, because the factions have different appearances. But even though they all play exactly the same, it would give a nice little bit of variety. Just, you know, with purple lighting and all that. That's neat. I don't know whether you can multiplayer. Oh, there's a lever there. Okay. Go up here. Just demolish the walls.
Some of your creatures are unable to get to the call to arms flag.
Knock knock! Oh, there's another sentry trap over there. Get that one. Okay. I don't have enough mana for another earthquake. just demolish that.
Some of your creatures are unable to get to the call to arms
Oh,
flag.
because there's a bit of a traffic jam here.
You have taken over an enemy workshop. A creature is starving in your prison. Your workshop is under attack.
Oh, wait, I didn't use the talisman.
Keeper, if Horny becomes too much for you to handle, a single slap will expel him from your domain.
Well, we'll
It
get
is
to see him a bit.
payday.
There he goes. You can see the timer down the bottom there, how long he'll last. The
Some of your creatures are unable to get to the call to arms.
attacks thing deals a lot of damage,
A creature has died in your
you can't
prison
control him,
and has risen as a skeleton.
and you can't possess him either.
You have defeated an enemy keeper.
And apparently he spawns again from another place.
The contest now is won. For all your rivals are defeated, rest and celebrate.
Hey, that wasn't too bad. I think the developers actually stymied the growth of the AI a fair bit by sticking them on all of these islands. I'll have a look around the map after, just so that I can find if there's any hidden special items anywhere, or hidden levels which I can access. Do we get anything after this one?
A well-stocked graveyard can attract the undead. Your portals have attracted as many
Well,
creatures
there we
as they
go.
can.
We get the graveyard in the next level.
Some of
That's
your
neat.
creatures are unable to get to the call to arms flag.
Okay, and we're just
You
busy
have claimed a hatchery.
taking over everything in their base.
You have claimed a bridge. A creature has died in your prison.
Expand these
and has
walkways
risen
just so
as a
that my
skeleton.
minions can get back a bit faster.
You have claimed a treasury. You have claimed a portal. You have
don't-
claimed a library.
So many creatures don't do well with
You have claimed a
limited space.
casino.
I've got no reason to be concerned about defense now. I don't even need to do this. Whatever. Right, is there anything hidden around the level? See, there's some gold there they didn't mine.
A bile demon has become unhappy
Ooh,
because it
there's a
has
level
no food.
10 salamander back there. That's interesting. Hello. Yep. You came with it. Come on, live down here. He's level 10. Let's have a look at him. What abilities does he have? Boderick. He's got Bite, Firebolt, and Fireball. Not much, but got some better ranged capability. Is there anything else? There's some gems up there.
A warlock has become unhappy because he has no food.
Oh, there's some mana fissures. I remember those. Mana fissures are, well, they're what they sound like. I believe these ones are controlled by the enemy. I think these were actually there to bolster the mana of some of the enemy actions. I mean, that's my guess. There's only 2 of them. And what they do is everyone you control increases the amount of mana you generate by a bit. Meaning that you can cast more spells without having so much territory. I believe there's still the 500 cap on how much mana you can get.
A warlock has become unhappy because he has no lair.
Right. Was there anything else? Let's have a look. Doesn't matter things. There's this. There's nothing down there though. That's just dirt. 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 Oh, that's the gems. No, I think that's about it on the level. I'm not seeing any other items anywhere. There probably is, but I can't see anything other than the gems there. No more creatures in there. I was also told on one of the previous levels there was a mistress in a room surrounded by solid rock. Apparently you can access that. You have to build a torture room against a wall nearby and it will actually open up a path towards it. Which is something I didn't know the game was able to do. That's very odd. But anyway. Finish this level.
Here, chicky, chicky. Four powerful and mighty keepers defeated in a single battle. News of this crushing defeat has sent waves of panic around the underworld. Your fearsome reputation strikes terror into the heart of even the noblest souls.
Oh, we found all the specials. 3 out of 3. Level 1, yes. How long did that take? Well, it only counted my session this time. Oh, 7 minutes. I just did it very quickly. Yes, that's what I'll say. Right. 4. And as we'll continue on. We got anything to say? Apparently not. Is there a thingy if I... Nope. Just flashing that terrain up there. Okay. Maybe there's supposed to be a voiceover? Yeah. Previously there was 3 levels which we could choose from here, which all had the same... You're up against like 3 or 4 other keepers and you have to defeat them style, but it was sort of like different scenarios based around that. So we've got this level here.
Golden Glade. A powerful rival, Keeper Malachi has wrested control of this land from the goodly Lord Bramble. Although their enigmatic leader is now dead, heroic forces are still attempting to hold on to the remains of his kingdom.
Right. Amass an army of the undead through exploration and resurrection. We've got to... we have a specific style which we're going to have to do this one in. Well, I'll get onto that. However, I will just take a short break. Apologise, but I'll be back in a moment. Stay tuned. Okay, right, we're back. Now let's get on with this thing.
All creatures on this land are inspired by one of your rivals, and do strive to slay the heroes here, for that's their chief's commands. Humble must you be, and take whate'er you can, wherever it may lie in such surrounding caves. Such smell of blood and death may just entice the undead to your aid. Graveyard.
Well, it's very obvious what we're going to have to do for this level. Yes. Well, there's some gold there, which I suppose we can get. I won't get that. Ugh, can I get that? Just messy is what it is. Five. Get that. We've got no time limit on this level. It's nice. And I don't believe there's a portal, so we're not actually going to be getting any creatures. We're just going to have to rely entirely on undead creatures, which, as has been shown, is a skeleton. And we'll have to utilize the graveyard for some more. How big is this map? You can't really tell. All scattered around. Okay. Well, he's not idle. It's reinforcing the walls.
You need a treasury to store gold.
Fine. Mine down here. Get this. Not really any reason for us to build much of a dungeon at the moment because we don't have any creatures to utilize it. Oh, well.
A few skeletons are useful as they're fearful, but you'll need some stronger creatures too before your main attack.
Okay, well we can get some skeletons. I suppose we'll build a training room in here. Okay. Are they level 4 or whatever? No, they're just level 1, are they? Level 1, level 2, level 2. Okay. Oh, there's a enemy wall there. Not anymore, I suppose. That. And run it out there.
Your dungeon has been breached.
The what? Oh, dwarves! Oh, right, I could also build a graveyard myself, couldn't I? Yes, yes. Okay, well, I wasn't aware that they were going to actually attack me, so let's do this.
The graveyard. Here is where bodies of the dead are brought to fester. Left to rot in unmarked graves, their gory offerings entice the vampires here to feast. The
Yes.
graveyard. Here's where bodies of the dead are brought
You just
to
said that.
fester.
Don't need to
Left
repeat yourself.
rot in unmarked graves, their gory offerings entice the vampires here to feast.
Yes, thank you. There we go. It needs to be at least, I think 3x3? Must be at least 3x3 tiles. Yep. But each one of these gravestones can have a single creature lying
You
at
need
it.
a prison to impound enemy creatures.
It's also expensive, 2,000 each
Your
section.
graveyard is full of the dead.
Oh,
Make it larger.
yes, yes. We are going to have to go up here. Get that gold. Oh, there's a graveyard right there. Okay. And that's a bigger one than the one I was building. Ah. Whatever. We'll have enough
You
corpses to live
claimed a
in.
graveyard.
Yep. There we go. Okay. We are going to actually have to build some other rooms. A training room is fine for the skeletons, but if we have vampires, we will need some other things, because they need a bit more than just a training room. Build it like that. Then, I don't know, expand it outwards.
Your minions need a larger training room.
Oh, do we really have... Oh, we do! We've got 9 skeletons now. We must have found some more. We didn't get any of the other dwarves into the graveyard. Yeah, whatever. Oh, welcome, welcome. Damn it. Too fast on the upkeep there, on the uptake there, and you mined out the wall before I could. Uh-oh. You'll notice all these creatures here are all injured slightly, so they're easier for us to defeat. They did just kill one of my skeletons. How'd the last map go? It was pretty easy where I left off. There was only one keeper left, and they weren't that much of a problem. Come on, hunt that dwarf down. I'd also like a prison, but money is being a bit of a problem, I suppose. How many imps have we got? 8. Oh. Walls are dying. Blah. Drag their bodies off to the graveyard. Missed it. Oh. As I've said, if anyone misses any of my past streams or wishes to re-watch them for whatever reason, then they are all available to watch on my YouTube channel, which is linked on my homepage. Or you just go to mech-4 on YouTube. They are usually uploaded within the next day. Or soon after the stream ends. It will take a few hours.
A vampire has risen in
Hey,
your graveyard.
we've got a vampire.
A vampire rises now. A beast who's cheated death.
Yeah, well, we got 2
You
vampires.
train and nurture him. He'll learn to do your bidding. A
Whoa.
vampire has risen in your graveyard. Your creatures require a place to rest. Build them a lair.
I seem to remember vampires being very powerful. Whoa! No, not a torture chamber. Build a prison. I suppose you could actually build a torture chamber and convert the enemy creatures to your side. If you wish to do that. You hold 3 in there. I wonder if skeletons you've gotten previously limit how many skeletons you can get from a prison. Because I've got 10, but none of them have come from prisons. Yes, also, as I was saying, vampires actually require, like, beds and food, so we'll have to build that for them. We'll mine this out here. We'll build a bit of a lair there. They're also draining my money because they're all training.
You cannot afford to train creatures.
Oh, it's terrible. Also, I believe, unlike skeletons, which don't require wage, they don't require food, and they don't require a lair, vampires require all 3 of those things. So, you do have to pay your vampires wages, I believe. Yes, 750 wage. So they're very expensive too. And that will only go up, that's a level 1 vampire. Get the dwarf. I think there's a few other things with vampires. I don't think they can go over water.
A vampire has become unhappy because he has no lair.
There you go. Seems like they won't actually raise any more skeletons. Build a
Your
battery.
creatures require a place to rest. Build them a lair.
There we go. And of course they sleep in coffins. He's called Quagmire. That one's named Tolchok.
It is payday.
Well, I think we have to keep going because if I just sit around, we'll run out of money. I need a casino. Get that gold over there. Oh, being attacked again. Oh look, there's a little bat there. Say anything when I hover over it? Oh. Not like the rats. When you see rats in a prison, you can mouse over them and it says something about them, but it doesn't seem to say anything about the bats. Oh, keep mining. We need all these little bits of gold we can get. Oh, that's right. Also, vampires can research. So building a library would be cool. I could build a library over here, I suppose. What are you doing? You're just looking at the chickens. Oh, I remember when I could eat these. So many dwarves! You possess a vampire. I feel pretty certain that the vampires are supposed to have a red vision. You can see they can't actually go across water. I can't go onto the water over there.
Your prison is too small.
Go. So many dwarves. Just chucking bodies at me. Let's build a library here. Go. Give our vampires something to do. Fine. This out. And they're both going to research. Let's put them into the library. Just expand it a bit. Nine. Well, we've nearly gotten another level there, so another level for our imp spell, so I'll be able to get some level 4 imps when I get that. All gold up there. Can't get it. We have to go around that way. Oop.
Your create imp spell has been upgraded.
There we go.
A vampire has risen in your graveyard.
Now, for what I remember, it is kind of a balancing act, because it's like, okay, vampires are powerful, so you want as many as possible, but not really, because they can get too expensive to maintain.
You need a treasury to store gold.
So just build that as a treasury. Scaling? Welt. Come on, let's go have an explore over here. Oh, there's a hero gate over there. That's where the dwarves are coming from. Too bad I can only have 10 skellies. Can you? I had 16 in the last level. I'm pretty sure it's determined by how big your prison is. If you have multiple prisons, you can get more skeletons. I might be limited because I've been finding some of these skeletons There's some more doors. Finding these skeletons in the map, but... There we go. Just get him. AI has a real problem with chasing down fleeing enemies like that. Do I want to get that? Build bridge. Bridge. Like that. Okay. And I'm thinking actually, do I want to do this? Because that would mean the dwarves would stop attacking me. At least from this direction. And, you know, they're free, weak bodies. Maximum vampires is 8 from this graveyard, so I would need to build another graveyard if I wanted more if I wanted more vampires. Max skeletons is 3 from my current prison. Oh. Come on, chase that dwarf down. There we go. Yeah. Oh, hello. Again, you can see that they're all slightly injured, the enemies, just to sort of bolster my forces. Sure. Lock this off. There we go.
You have taken over an enemy room. Your prison is too small.
Yep. More gold over here. 13, 14, 15.
Your possession spell has been upgraded.
It's an interesting map. Do I want to break into there? What's in there? Not much really. There's probably traps as well and all that.
It is payday.
Oh boy, how much is that going to cost me? Oh, only 2,287. Right! Because the skeletons don't have wages. So that is only having 3 vampires costing me 2,000. Which is still kind of a fair amount. No, put them in the graveyard.
I see you have discovered a magical item.
I have? Must have been down where I was mining. Where was it? Down here. Oh yeah, there it is. Small cash gift. Oh, nice. This map sucks to build in just because of the limited space. It is a bit noodly. I mean, I'm fine with the solid stone being used to, like, you know, direct you to certain locations, but it would be nice to have a bit more, like, freedom around here. I don't see why all this needs to be solid stone. You could have it as rock or dirt. That's what I call it. I call this the mineable stuff dirt. It looks like dirt to me.
I see
Instead
you
of
have
just being
discovered a
all solid.
magical
I suppose
item.
maybe it's to prevent you from building... I mean... Okay, the solid rock is obvious. It would be there to make things more difficult, but it also sort of hinders
A vampire has risen in your graveyard. Your creatures
how
are
you can
pleased with
play
you as
through
their
levels
master.
if you decide to play through again, because you sort of have to do it the same way each time. I say, creatures are pleased with me as their master. Oh, there's some skeletons. Found another one. You can go train. I think we can keep going around here all the way to the enemy base, so we may as well
I see you have discovered a magical item.
attack.
Your heal
enemy.
spell has been upgraded.
Let's do that. Come on, break that door down. We'll also get our vampires some level. Okay. Come on, up there. Done imps. Oh. That's one I haven't seen yet in this playthrough. Stun imps. Temporarily stuns the magical servants of your enemies. An interesting spell. I suppose you could use it to prevent them from being able... prevent the enemy imps from reinforcing the walls of the base again. You can actually see a bunch of the special abilities of Vampire down there. He has the ability to turn into a bat, which I am currently, to fly around over water. That's done by pressing 5. And he has Mesmerize, which is this ability, which I believe allows him to... which is gotten by pressing 6. And, or it's like Hypnotize, and it allows you to take control of an enemy hero. It's sort of like force them to group with you. Let's see. 6. There was a dwarf there. Hello, dwarf. There we go. See? Now the dwarf is following me. So he's not actually on my team. Can he attack things? Dwarf maybe isn't the best example, but...
You have taken over
Go
an
away.
enemy treasury.
Don't kill my imps like that.
A vampire has risen in your graveyard.
I should stop possessing him and check on that flag, because all my creatures are going to be hovering around it still. What's there? There's a guard room there. Okay. Oh! There's the enemy fortress. just get this myself. Because I am more nimble than my imps. Go. I don't have to worry about my imps dying to those
Your
cannons.
prison is too small.
That was a pretty easy to take for a fortress. There is a wall there. Or there is a gate there. What's in there?
Ah, I see you have discovered a magical item.
Skeleton. Emancipate the emaciated skeleton. There. Droog. We also got another magical item, reinforced walls, which will be useful once I take control of this entire place. It'll prevent my imps from having to reinforce all the walls. I mean, at least these ones here. They won't be shot by the cannons all the time, unless I destroy the cannons myself. Don't really want to build a bridge over there, actually, because then my imps will just charge over and try to take the land, which the cannons are on. Wanted to level 5.
I see you have discovered a magical item.
Oh, there's a rogue. Go.
You have taken over an enemy guard room.
And you. And this one. There we go. No more cannons for you. And this place would actually make a pretty nice base to build in.
A vampire has risen in your graveyard.
How many vampires have we got now? 6. Why is that still the enemy wall? Is the dark elf wandering around over here? Okay. There's a door there which we can get rid of.
It is payday.
Go. And mine over there. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, you're actually pathing that way to get there. Fine. Oh, there's another skeleton in there.
Surely even dungeon keepers must retire to a lair of some description.
At some point. Not right now. Damn it, and the narrator's yawning is making me yawn. Ugh. contagious. Your training...
Your sight of evil spell has been upgraded.
Oh, I've only got 5 vampires now? I thought I had 6. One of them die. Ow. Get stuck on the water or something? I think the water kills the vampires pretty quickly. Oh. Oh, is this all just reinforced wall? Okay, apparently there is. No, just quake it. No. Because I'm being impatient.
Your call to arms spell has been upgraded.
Okay, we can't do manufacturing because we don't have any creatures which can work in a workshop. Skeletons can't, vampires can't. And unlike Dungeon Keeper 1, you can't actually like force creatures to work in there if they don't have the skill to. You're gonna keep running back and forth over there. It just makes it a bit faster, because they're not wading through water.
Your tremor spell has been upgraded. There is nothing left to research.
Go to here. Oh, actually, I heard a workshop. Hey, there's a portal there. And there's a workshop. Okay. Line up to the wall then. I see. Climb through that, then you'll be able to go around a bit better. Here we go. Not like they use the bridges to path, they just go in the water whenever, but having bridges around makes me feel better. More gold. How's our vampires going? We've got 5 and 11. Oh, we just got another skeleton. Still going that way. Build a lair here. Build a hatchery over here. Build a guard room here. Build a training room here. The vampires can live in here now.
I see you have discovered a magical item.
I like how if you dump them into a new lair, they will actually build their beds in that lair. So. Karo, Slay, Volchik. They're just laughing at them from here. Build a prison over here. Also mine this out and get a big room in the center there. Anything else? What's over here? Oh yes, the enemy's walls there. Do this. Do that. Find that.
Hungry demons cannot reach their toes.
Okay. Good to know. Oh, I've only got 3 vampires now. What happens to them? Why are they just disappearing? Don't understand. Why do my vampires keep dying, apparently? Well, let's attack now.
Your bridge is under attack.
Before all my vampires disappear. For whatever reason.
The enemy has taken your bridge.
Or I can make the enemy unhappy. That's weird.
You have taken over an enemy bridge. Enemy creatures have been made unhappy. Your gold reserves have been increased.
I suspect it was because the vampires were getting, like, pushed or walking into the water. But... Oh, look at the imps. They're adorable.
You've taken over an enemy
Useless.
garden. It is payday.
Don't think about wages
Creatures
now.
have been healed. You have taken over an enemy casino. Your casino is under attack.
Oh, I think he's leaving. And there we go. Oh, they had gems.
You have defeated an enemy keeper.
Well, an interesting map to introduce the vampires in. So all the water, I think. I don't know why my vampires ended up disappearing during that. As I said, I suspect they were dying because they were going into the water, and I believe that pretty much instant kills the vampires. So we get another giant portal gem. So, kind of a
prison of ice confines the freeze trap's victim.
ooh, freeze trap. Kind of an unneeded MacGuffin for the game, really. I mean, okay, portal gems, you're getting them. Wait, what do they do? I don't know. Unlock the next level. Suppose it's reason enough to have the missions, but...
A new species of creature has...
Oh yeah, we get a portal now, so we can actually get creatures. I had a gem seam available on 3 sides. Lucky sods. Oh, there's a thingy there. Raise all minions by a level. Let's... We don't have anyone in the prison. Are they down in this prison? No. Okay, fine, whatever. Oh, let's just do this. Reinforce walls!
Have been reinforced.
Okay.
I see you have discovered a magical item.
Let's have a look around the map for any items which I might have missed. Doesn't seem to be. No, I actually thought it was more expansive up here than it is, but not actually, so. Like, maybe it would be neat if these tunnels up here weren't as restrictive as this, because this is just like a one-way road. You have to mine through it to be able to advance. If it was a bit more freeform, perhaps. Might be a bit more enjoyable.
A new species of creature has entered your dungeon.
Nothing there. Nothing up there. I don't think there was any. Raise minion level.
Your creatures have been blessed with experience.
Nope. Okay, well, that's about it. I don't see any hidden items anywhere.
Feel the pain. An enduring image, Keeper. Watching the vampire drain lifeblood of those foolish enough to oppose you. You have provided this realm's miserable subjects with the blessed relief of death.
Oh, apparently there was one more special. Ah, well, whatever. Doesn't really matter. I'm not really going for 100% of all the secret levels, so. No over voice again? There's none last time either. Well, we have this level here. What's this?
Cherish. The monks of Cuthbert the Thrice Martyred have gathered to crush the feeble Keeper Malleus. Whilst being a comparative weakling, Malleus is cunning beyond his years, and has allied himself with a legion of the undead who will fight for him because of the benefits that the portal gem will give to them. He hopes to turn the entire chapter into vampires, and if he was successful, he would prove to be a powerful adversary. His plans must be halted.
Ah, yes, I remember this level. Capture and convert the monks of St. Cuthbert. Use your converted minions against Malleus's undead hordes.
Behold the monastery of Cuthbert the thrice martyred. See the pious monks perform their holy customs. Oh, so peaceful scenes. But somewhere, lurking in the shadows, hides the rival keeper Malleus, poising, ready to attack. He'll slay the monks and turn them into vampires. Then he'll turn on you. But it's in your power to prevent this carnage. Not that carnage is all bad, yet in this case, such prevention may be worth the prize, the portal gem, which Malleus holds with undeserved pride. Freeze trap.
So yes, we've got to convert the monks to our side. I'm sure they'll listen to reason. Did I hear something die just before, or was that... I suppose that was just a goblin making a noise. Don't actually have a lair, so... Lair. Hatchery. Don't have enough money. We've got kind of a time limit on this level. Now, monks, from what I remember, the monks have a unique ability, which is like turn undead or something like that, which I think deals a lot of damage to vampires, if not killing them outright. It might just deal a lot of damage to them, but there is a point to us getting the monks. You need a training room. Yes. Okay, fine, fine. No. There. And there. Seven, 9. Expand the hatchery out. Get that money up there. Oh, it doesn't matter. That's a 3x3 room. They make it there. Build this into a treasury. Actually, expand this out into a treasury.
You need a treasury to store gold.
Okay, and one more imp. Go. Excuse me. Why is that wall damaged? Oh, it was because I clicked on it and an imp had been mining through it. You can see there also the same problem occurred. An imp saw that that wall was to be mined out, but I took it off the schedule. But the imp was already going to mine it out, so it went there, mined it out, even though it wasn't tagged to be mined. They're just over eager. Okay. We'll wind that out a little bit there. And turn this into a library. Go. Anything down there? Nope. So, in preparation for converting them, we're going to need a torture chamber. And we will need a prison to be able to hold them before we decide to torture them. Build that now. Go. And I will build a workshop. The workshop can be over here. Go. We don't have a portal yet, so not like we're making use of it. We'll go up to get this portal over here.
There is a secret known to monks which tells of vampires slain, whose method of destruction will deny them chance of life again. This knowledge is employed by them to overcome these fiends outright and banish them forever from the land of living to eternal night.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, wolves. Ooh. I suppose I may as well just convert as many of the creatures as possible. And the monks also have heal. There might just be heal self.
It is payday.
Okay, you there. More monks. Now you're going. Why are you going over there?
You have successfully converted an enemy creature in the torture chamber.
No. We've got a dwarf. I'm a little sad that you can't get ghosts in Dungeon Keeper 2.
You have successfully converted an enemy creature in the torture chamber.
There's another dwarf. Ugh. Pardon me. Okay. Wizard. And the other monk. Look at all these chickens roaming out of the hatchery. And get that gold. There's another monk there. Come on, drag him back. Good, good. Worried there for a moment. You were going off in the other direction. Oh, we may as well keep going, I suppose. And get this place.
I see you have discovered a magical item.
Think dwarves work in the workshop? Let me try. Nope, they don't. Giants do, sorry. But dwarves do not. You'd think they would.
have successfully converted an enemy creature in the torture chamber.
But the giant. Oh look, the dwarf is actually dragging a corpse off. Hey, he's got a little animation for it. I don't think I've ever seen that. That one's just, I don't know, sliding around the place. He thinks the animations for the heroes weren't fully finished.
You have claimed a portal. You have successfully converted an enemy creature in the torture chamber.
There.
You have successfully converted an enemy creature in the torture chamber.
And you.
You need a graveyard to store corpses.
Someone died.
A new species of creature has entered your dungeon.
Do I want
claimed a room.
a graveyard?
You have claimed a room.
Graveyards are expensive. I said that in the last episode. In the last mission, but 2,000 each, I think. Yeah.
A new species of creature has entered
got a ball
your
demon.
dungeon.
Creatures are going to start hating each other now because we've got a mixture and the dislikes between creatures and all that. Can you get rid of, like, hero creatures by dumping them down there? You can, actually. Go train. Going to bed. It's just sleeping. Okay. I need a casino. Find out this door. We're going to want to get up here. We can't, even though there's no
able to get to a lair.
Even though there's no timer, there's still, like, you take too long. It will, those monks will die, and it will just make the mission harder for us to complete. Hey, goblins.
A new spell has been researched.
Follow me.
The Turncoat spell. A nasty shock for creatures when it's cast on them. A momentary delusion which persuades its victims that its friends are now its foes.
Ooh.
You have successfully converted an enemy creature in the torture chamber. You have taken over an enemy bridge.
Let's just rescue them from that. That's a fair bit more than I was expecting in
Your
there.
Create Imp spell has been upgraded.
Continue mining. Get all this gold. Here we go. Turncoat. A brief illusion that leads one enemy to see friend as foe. Cyrus. Hypnosis
Your
spell.
Thunderbolt spell has been upgraded. I see you have discovered a magical item.
Raises spirits. Ooh, and there's gems there.
A wizard has become unhappy because he is in the company of creatures he hates.
Yeah. forget what that is. Warlocks, probably. Sulking.
A bile demon has become unhappy because it is in the company of creatures it hates.
Yep. And it begins. Giant's unhappy. The wizard's actually happy now. It hasn't been too bad in previous levels, but this is kind of why the idea of converting the creatures to my side in Dungeon Keeper 1 was so novel, because never really something which you could do in Dungeon Keeper 2. Or I felt like you couldn't, because you didn't want all your creatures getting unhappy all the time.
You have successfully interrogated an enemy creature in the torture chamber.
Die.
Map information has been divulged by the victim in the torture chamber.
Who died? That was a
I see
monk.
you have discovered a magical item.
Oh well. You're going to bed.
You have successfully converted an enemy creature in the torture chamber.
Good.
A new species of creature has entered your dungeon.
A troll. It's only a one-sided gem pile, so we're not getting too much from it.
You have successfully converted an enemy creature in the torture chamber.
It still looks like fruitcake to me. You. Did we actually get anything from the map information?
Your possession spell has been upgraded.
I don't think so.
A new species of creature has entered your dungeon.
And you. It's you, giant. Stop clubbing all my monks.
You have taken over an enemy bridge.
Oh, there's an ice trap there.
I see you have discovered a magical item. You have taken over an enemy bridge.
Come on.
You have taken over an enemy bridge.
If the door's open, apparently the imps can claim the territory underneath it and destroy the door very quickly. Oh. Hello. And you. Okay. How many did we lose? 17, 18.
You have taken over an enemy prison.
Oh, there's a cannon up there. Get rid of this. Possess you.
You have taken over an enemy bridge. A creature has died in your prison and is risen as a skeleton. You have successfully converted an enemy creature in the torture chamber.
Good. I'll have to check that, actually. I want them all dying and turning into skeletons. I would prefer any monks to be on my team. We'll get rid of these sentry guns first. There we go. And you.
You have taken over an enemy bridge.
There we go. He's hungry. Let's carry him back to bed. Or back to the lair. Hatchery. Right.
A bile demon has become unhappy because it has no food.
Okay. You. What you? The monk.
A guard has become unhappy because he has no lair.
5,000. Okay. Go. You, I suppose. Down there.
Your heal spell has been upgraded.
And you. Okay, well, we'll get some skeletons, I suppose, from them. We've gotten 3. You can see, you can scroll through by pressing these buttons.
A wooden door has been created in your workshop.
Hey, we finally created what I asked them to in the workshop.
Your sight of evil spell has been upgraded. A bile demon has become unhappy because it hasn't been paid.
We need a larger lair, perhaps. I could actually build a separate dungeon somewhere else to house all the heroes.
A creature has died in your prison and is risen as a skeleton. Your call to arms spell has been upgraded.
Okay, probably play this for about 5 more minutes. Then I'll move on to Warhammer 2. Cart this gold. That was an imp, but... well... just so that it's closer by. I want to block that off. No.
A wizard has become unhappy because he is in the company of creatures he hates.
As soon as I take it,
You have taken over an enemy bridge.
enemies spawn out of it.
A giant has become unhappy because he hasn't been paid.
There we go. You can see the turncoat spell there. That elfin archer is fighting for me, and this guard is actually attacking them. So you can't possess them.
You've taken over an enemy room. It is payday. You have taken over an enemy bridge.
There. How many creatures we got? 20. One.
You have taken over an enemy room.
I'll heal you. There you go in there. Come on, any of you gotta convert soon? You're taking your time. Could build another torture chamber. Sure, let's do that. What a radical concept. There, there, and there, and there. Another monk. We can't fit anything else in there.
Your tremor spell has been upgraded. A troll has become unhappy because he has no lair.
Okay.
You have successfully converted an enemy creature in the torture chamber.
Yay.
You have successfully converted an enemy creature in the torture chamber. A warlock has become unhappy because he is in the company of creatures he hates.
And you. Okay, let's do a bit more combat to take people's minds off things. It doesn't work like that, pretty sure. Break down this barred gate or whatever it is. Iron gate.
You have successfully converted an enemy creature in the torture chamber. You have successfully converted an enemy creature in the torture chamber.
What's behind there? Oh, a torture chamber. Isn't this supposed to be a monastery?
A biodemon has become angry because it hasn't been paid. You have successfully converted an enemy creature in the torture chamber.
He's happy now. Ooh, dwarf. Okay. What level are you? You're level 2. Come on, go train. Feel like having to play Dungeon Keeper 2 as well now. It is a fun game. I remember this level from way back when I played it originally. And welcome. We're having fun torturing heroes and converting them to our side so that we have monks to use against vampires.
Taken over an enemy torture chamber.
I want all
A
those.
giant has become unhappy because he has no lair. Your turncoat spell has been upgraded. There is nothing left to research. Build a bigger hatchery to keep your creatures well fed.
Are we really running out of chickens? We are. Too many mouths to feed. Build another hatchery over here. Actually, don't do that.
A bile demon has become unhappy because it hasn't been paid.
Mind that out. He's sleeping! Of course he's unhappy because he hasn't been paid. He's asleep. He can't get paid while he's sleeping. Okay. Just go.
You have successfully interrogated an enemy creature
You
in
want
the
to
torture
interrogate?
chamber. Map information has been divulged by the victim in the torture chamber. A warlock has become unhappy because he is in the company of creatures he hates.
There we go. You're just going to have to put up with it, I'm afraid. We can't all have everything. What? Cannons. I don't want to deal with those. Giant? To level 4.
A warlock has become unhappy because he is in the company of creatures he hates.
Come on, giant. Oh. And this is a freeze trap. I'm demonstrating it here for purposes. That's a heavily armored room.
A monk has become unhappy because he is in the company of creatures he hates.
I'm sure that doesn't do anything.
You have successfully converted an enemy creature in the torture chamber.
That's right there. So we go this way.
You have successfully converted an enemy creature in the torture chamber.
Go. We can go around. Oh. That's using the old noodle.
You have taken over an enemy bridge.
And you, and you.
A monk has become unhappy because he is in the company of creatures he hates. Your creatures are unable to get to a lair.
No, they can't, because I'm carrying them.
You have successfully converted an enemy creature in the torture chamber. You have successfully
Break the gate down.
An enemy creature in the torture chamber.
Kill all the monks. We're gonna have to capture them and then convert them. I mean, it's optional. Really, we're just denying them to the enemy keeper.
You have taken over an enemy bridge.
Because the enemy keeper has a lot of vampires, apparently, and the monks are particularly useful for dealing with vampires. So the game says. There's also a level 8 monk there, which is very nice. I mean, we might not
You
be
have
able to actually
successfully
capture them all
converted an enemy creature in the torture chamber.
in
You
time
have
before they all
successfully
die, but
converted an
oh
enemy
well.
creature in the torture chamber.
Okay, and if we cover up all this water, we'll be able to get a few more. Up there they go. They're all dying. Oh well. We got some of them. Eh, not a big deal, really.
You have successfully converted an enemy
Don't like
creature
that
in the
level 8
torture
one, though.
chamber.
Come on, get him, get him. Hey, there we
Micro
go.
piglets stalk your dungeon. Beware.
No, not the micro
It is
piglets.
payday.
How are we going, actually? There might not actually be that much left in the level, so I think I may as well finish this, rather than stop it just before the end.
Here's the realm of Manias. Look alert. He sends his vampires out to crush you first. I hope you are prepared.
Oh, well, okay, not like we're going to get much of a choice. Here come all the vampires. Quick! Just stop them. That is a lot of vampires. Okay, use a level up.
Creatures have been
Use a
blessed
heal
with
all.
experience. Your creatures have been healed.
Monks, get back
The
here.
graveyard is full of the dead. Make it larger. A vampire has risen in your graveyard.
You fight for me now. I expect you to do your job. I mean, I think we could just do a fine job of slaughtering them anyway. You're not actually fighting them. The vampires are running through my base. Look at that. You're actually doing a terrible job. Going straight for my dungeon heart.
Your dungeon heart is under attack.
I mean, you have no choice but to fight him here now. Oh yes, that's right, vampires also have slow. You can see the bats appearing. I believe that's when the monks have their turn undead ability turned on, which
Hello.
stops the vampires from resurrecting.
Are about to lock up.
So they may be fighting us right in our base, but we should be able to deal with them. Jeez, look at them. They just keep coming. I don't think we will lose. Put
Your
on.
prison is under attack. A bile demon has become unhappy because it has no food.
Can't actually move when you're doing this
A creature is starving.
bless thing. I think the enemy keeper keeps picking them up and carrying them away. Oh, we're getting attacked by the heroes as well. We can convert his monks.
A monk has become unhappy because he has no food.
I think the vampires will just keep coming because they resurrect back in their base and then reappear, so... Just an endless parade of vampires towards my base. This is because my other creatures aside from monks are killing them. The keeper's picking up the vampires, preventing us from actually killing them.
You have taken over an enemy hatchery. A monk has become unhappy because he has no lair.
I mean, we're doing fine, I suppose. Move up here. A vampire's head's on fire. You have taken over an enemy lair. Not a chicken.
Your dungeon heart is under attack. A vampire has risen in your graveyard. Your lair is under attack.
Okay, let's try this. Get one of you.
You have taken over an enemy hatchery. Your lair is under attack.
I think you just have to hit them. You might not have to pray. I'm not too sure. Everyone's just clustered around the flag. Oop. Come on. Up here. Wish they were a little bit more proactive at actually dealing with the vampires.
Your lair is under attack. The enemy has
just
taken your
passing each
lair.
Let's just... Where's the enemy's base? Where's their dungeon heart? There it is. And go there. Skeletons! What are these?
Your hatchery is under attack. A creature has died in your prison and has risen as a skeleton.
And you.
Some of your creatures are unable to get to the call to arms flag.
There we go.
Your dungeon heart is under attack. You have taken over an enemy bridge.
Come on. If you could deal with the vampires, that'd be great. It's kind of why I converted you all.
Your hatchery is under attack. Some of your creatures are unable to get to the call to arms flag.
You can also see the health of my dungeon art up in the top left. It's about half.
Payday.
Whoa!
Your treasury is too small.
Hey!
You have successfully converted an enemy creature.
Let's hope I don't die to all the vampires in the process.
You have defeated
This
an
cinematic.
enemy keeper.
Actually, his minions are just going to wander off. Hopefully. Well, that was a bit more awkward. I seem to remember I had a bit more success on it in the past. The idea is fine, but the creatures... I don't know. I don't remember there being this much problem with the creature AI passing each other and not attacking each other. Dungeon Keeper 1, they're always attacking each other. I don't know why Dungeon Keeper 2 is having a problem with that. What do we get after this? Freeze traps would have been useful. Like, stop them.
Magic doors will defend themselves intelligently.
Oh yes.
Some of your creatures are unable to get to the call to arms flag.
Fine.
A creature has died in your
You see,
prison and has risen as
They're all
a
just
skeleton.
leaving and dropping down the hole.
Your creatures are unable to get to a training room.
All of our monks died. So sad, but whatever.
You have claimed a treasury. You have taken over an enemy room.
Let's have a look. This is...
You have claimed a graveyard.
What even is this room? What's over here? Gems? Of course I've got gems. Oh, 2 gems. 3 gems, even. Oh, excuse
You
me.
have claimed a
4
training
gems.
room.
Actually.
You have claimed a graveyard.
Yeah, a lot of graveyards. Oh, there's something there. Just summon a whole mass of imps. No.
You have claimed a treasury. A guard has become unhappy because he hasn't been paid.
Yes, well,
I see you have discovered
being
a
involved in
magical
a call to
item.
arms spell would have that effect.
Some of your creatures are unable to get to the call to arms flag.
Come on, everyone. Some more fighting to do. I want this thing, whatever it is in there.
Your hatchery is under attack.
Is it? Oh, there's a bunch of heroes there. Where do you come from?
Your creatures have been made happy.
Oh, and the freeze traps, when they die, I think they just shatter.
Your hatchery is under attack. You have taken over an enemy bridge.
What are tactics? Just swarm them.
Your hatchery is under attack. Your creatures are unable to get to a prison.
Okay, there we go. We can go and deal with these guys down here now. Stop destroying my hatchery. I don't know what you have against the chickens. Oh, there's a bunch of vampires behind the door there. They can't get out.
You have taken over an enemy guard room.
What's that? Raise my minions by 1 level. Okay. There's a bunch of bile demons in there. Another raise minions by 1 experience level. There. Bile demons there, I suppose. Little blue glow there. Oh, that's where they're coming from. There we go. There's another one there. There's a boulder trap there as well. Yay, my imps are gonna die. Yeah, it's not enough that they had 2 gems over here. They also have these ones, which are on all 4 sides.
A new species of creature has entered your dungeon.
Right. Can't
You've taken over an enemy room.
Those aren't, what's it called? I have to find them out like this. And... or anything else? These mana vaults. Suppose that's for the enemy keeper as well. Another
I see you have discovered a magical
bonus they
item.
have over the top of me. Anything down there?
A creature has died in your prison and has risen as a skeleton.
Just a bit of rain I haven't taken. And down here
A
there's
mistress has
nothing.
become unhappy because she has no lair.
There's nothing there. Okay.
You've taken over an enemy room.
Well, I don't think there's actually anything else on the map. Apart from a few skeletons here and there and enemy units. I don't see any more secrets. I'll actually do a save though. Part 6 end.
Game saved.
There we go. And we'll end the level.
A day at the office. Turning holy men from the light into the clutches of darkness makes this victory all the sweeter. At last, you have claimed the final part of the Horny Talisman. Horny will now aid you in every quest you undertake. Use him wisely, as he is a tremendous drain on your mana.
Hey, we can actually use it as often as we want during a level now. But it will cost like 100,000 mana per cast. Oh, there was actually 4 secrets which I didn't find. Oh well, I saved if there was anything of import there. I rather like that level. The end fighting in it is awkward, as I said, because your creatures just keep walking past each other and the monks aren't fighting the vampires, and I don't know how that bless ability works. Let's actually have a look. Just quickly. Keeper 2 monks. Because that, like, prayer ability, I don't know how it works. That's Dungeon Keeper 1. Dungeon Keeper 2. They do double damage to undead creatures and can annihilate your vampires. Oh, so it's just part of their melee attack. These guys are really good. Their pray ability allows them to heal all the creatures around them. Oh, that's what it does? Okay. And their haste and cast armor create the perfect support creature. They have cast armor? They have heal, speed. Maybe they get armor when they're level 8 or 10. They could also kill vampires and stop them resurrecting against you again. Oh, they have oh, right, yeah. When they're praying, they have a high mana regeneration. They have as much health as the vampire, and more useful spells at lower levels, but do less raw damage. Oh, the monk has the ability to kill a vampire permanently, regardless of its level, as long as the monk deals the killing blow. So that's how it works. Okay, I thought you had to be praying to while you were killing them. What's the vampire do? How's the vampire's like resurrection thingy work in Dungeon Keeper 2? If hypnotized, they take damage walking through water, the highest wages in the game. When they die, they can be resurrected 1 level lower in your graveyard. Cannot be resurrected if killed by a monk or if a level 1 when slain. Oh, okay. So that's how it works. It works like in Dungeon Keeper 1, except... doesn't say that they gain the resurrect at level 3 like in Dungeon Keeper 1. It just says that they can resurrect 1 level lower unless they were level 1. So, assumably, they can resurrect when they're level 2. Level 10, they gain the ability Raise Dead. Yep. Yep. Okay. Right, well. Learned a little bit on how it actually works. The pray ability for the monks is actually a area of effect heal, apparently.
There are rumors of a dark uprising in the land of Fluttershy. Apparently, Keeper Carrion feels he is close to locating the Dark Angel's temple. You must move faster if we are to prevail.
Ooh, Dark Angel. Okay, well, but that will have to wait until next time. We've actually finished like 3 levels. This session, that's pretty good going. It went a little bit over. Oh well, no problem. Oh yes, I'd like to thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you'll join me again next time for more Dungeon Keeper 2. I will stop the recording here.